Hey guys, Mr. Papanek here. We're looking at page 693, section 11.1, number 1, titled On Nuts. What we're looking to do is just kind of explore an introduction to the chi-square goodness of fit test. And so the first step here, or part A, is to try to formulate the null and alternative hypotheses. So we're going to start out with our null hypothesis, and we're basically copying down the proportions that are given to us. So we're told that the batch of mixed deluxe nuts contains 52% cashews. So we're going to write P sub C equals 0.52. It also contains a proportion of 27% almonds. So P sub A equals 0.27. It contains a proportion of 13% macadamia nuts. And then the proportion of Brazil nuts has been told to us as 8% or 0.08. So there's our null hypothesis. Our alternative is actually that at least 2 of the company's claimed proportions are not as they stated. Again, it's at least 2 of the company's claimed proportions are not as stated or claimed. And again, the reason you need 2, quick example, if you were to up this percentage of macadamia nuts to say 17%, that would mean we borrowed 4% from at least one of these others. So in order for one proportion to change, then at the bare minimum, 2 other, or at least one other, or a total of 2 would have had to change. The second part of this is getting the expected counts. And we're going to look at trying to get that on our calculator so we don't have to do any of the arithmetic ourselves. So what you want to do is first turn on your calculator and hit the stat button. Go to edit, and what this does is bring you to your lists. If there's anything in the lists, anything typed in here, just go up so the list L1 or L2, L3 is highlighted and hit clear and enter, and that should clear your list out. I'm gonna put the observed amount of cashews, 83, almonds was 29, 20 for macadamia nuts, and 18 for Brazil nuts. And then I'm gonna put their respective claimed proportions in L2. Again, this claimed proportion is really so that we can use the calculator software to do some of the arithmetic for us. For this problem, it's kind of silly. It's only 4 of them. It could be very quick for us to do without lists, but I'm showing you guys how to do this so that you can quickly get this done with a much larger list or distribution. Once you have these 2 in, since L1 contains all of the observed, what we want to do is redefine L3. So we're going to redefine L3. We want to get this total here, so we do second stat, go to operation or math right over here. Number 5 is sum, and we want the sum of L1. So we hit second and then the number 1, and then we're going to multiply that by list 2. So it's going to take, basically this is 150, and multiply by 0.52 to get the expected number of cashews, and then 150 times 0.27 to get the expected number of almonds. So again, sum of L1 times L2, and again, make sure you're up here on L3. If you're typing it in the list, you're going to get some kind of wacko error message, so make sure you're typing it in the right place. And there we have it, our expected counts.